I believe that women are the spark of change in a marriage. Some people might not agree with me. Some women would rather not have that responsibility, but I think it's a strength of women. And I think it's a blessing to have that. And I have seen men respond beautifully to that spark of change if done in the right way. In this video, I'm going to talk about what you need to do as married women to combat loneliness as you take courageous steps to improve your marriage, because it is not an easy road and it does feel lonely and you feel like you're the only one out there trying to make it work, read the books, do whatever you can to improve the situation. I have had many times in my life, in my marriage, where I've taken courageous, bold steps and I needed people around me and certain types of people. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. I think women are up against a lot of extra challenges that are unique to us. We are dealing with a lot of cultural conditioning, a lot of unwritten expectations about who we are supposed to be as mothers and wives. There's a lot of pressure that I don't think men experience. I think they've got their own set of challenges for sure. I don't think this is a competition of who has it worse. We also, from an evolutionary standpoint, are gatherers. Men would go out and hunt, and they were solo people. Yes, they would kind of work in groups, but they had to be very quiet as to not kill away their they're going to kill their food, but not scare away their food, so your family didn't starve. So the women would be at the watering hole picking berries, chit-chatting, hanging out with people, and that was just, it's part of our makeup. It's in our DNA. And so women need community desperately, especially when they're making courageous steps in their marriages. Because what often I see happening is, even though you're this spark, if you've ever tried to light a fire before, it takes a couple of times to get it right. I mean, I think my husband and I have perfected the art of making fires on the beach in the west coast of Canada, but I digress. Now I want to go have a beach fire. It takes a couple of tries and it can be really frustrating, especially if you're dealing with wet wood. I mean, I could take this metaphor, analogy, whatever it is, a lot deeper here, but you get the point. Women need community. Women need other women who are married around them who also assume good intentions of the husbands. Because I see women having community around them, but those communities are actually doing the women a disservice in their relationship because they are focused on male bashing, husband bashing, talking, encouraging criticisms, encouraging complaints. And there's a fine line there. You need to have women who will say, oh yeah, honey, I get you. I totally know how it feels. And at the same time, in their minds, know that those husbands that are apparently the challenge are good men, and that they are trying their best. And we're all affected by our culture. I have witnessed women do incredible things with a community of women around them who also supports their husbands and thinks good thoughts about their husbands. I have had the absolute honor of being able to witness a community grow like this. In my program, 30 Days to Wanting It More, we have a Facebook community, which is, I think, I wish someone will do a research project about this community one day, because it's phenomenal to see women coming in, feeling shy, feeling a little uncomfortable about talking about sex with other people, a little bit worried, a little intimidated, and finding a community that is encouraging and supportive and wise and funny and relaxed. And ultimately is there to support each other, growing strong marriages. That's what women need to deal with and be the spark of change in their relationships. So, if you are considering joining 30 Days to Wanting It More, I hope you do. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is a community to help women who don't want sex very much in their marriages, who maybe never have or don't currently, whatever the situation, they're really struggling. And it's really affecting their relationships, because if you both don't want it much, then that's just fine. There's no problem there. But if it's a source of tension in your relationship and you want that to change, this is the place for you. And we go so far and beyond just solving that one topic. We talk about the male brain and how to assume good intentions of your spouse, communication, how to assert your needs, what are your needs, developing a healthy relationship with your body, all sorts of lovely stuff, which I believe is, you need to do that with other women, because other women get you and understand how we are affected by our culture around us. And when you are doing courageous things, which I ask you to do in the program, because that's the only way change can happen, you have a network of women around you who say, yes, I get it. I've been there. I'm a year out from where you've been. Hang tight. The going will be hard sometimes, but you'll be okay. So if you would like a taste of this community, I invite you to join a really unique and exciting live call, live discussion, in which I'm going to invite some of the 30 Days to Wanting It More community members who've been around for some time and can answer your questions. I like to use the word mentor, because I think as the leader of the program, I can only do so much. I think it's actually the people in it and the community members who can do and say way more than I can. So I invite you to join us. That will be next Friday, or depending on when you're watching this, Friday, September 14th. And I'll put a link below to sign up for that call, and also ask your questions. If you can't come on live, I will be sending out the recording. So I hope you join. It's a fun group of women, I tell you, and you'll see that we're all just regular people trying to create healthy marriages, grow our intimacy, understand our husband's brain, and really grow a movement of empowered women who want to make a change in the world. So I hope you'll join us. And if that doesn't interest you, try to find a community of women who will support you, who will think good thoughts of your husband, who will help you assume good intentions, who will encourage you to move away from criticism into making clear requests, and just support you and cheer you on and love all the great stuff that you're doing in your relationship, and not seeing as a competition, but that we're all just trying to do our best. I'll talk to you guys later.